row, the Hawks had a 3-goal lead. Well, this game, the Hawks had a 4-goal lead. A 4-0 lead over the Buffalo Sabres. But this time, the Hawks blew it, their 4-goal lead, and they got another goal by the Cat that led to them having a goal lead, and then they blew it again, and this time they lose it in regulation time with 10 seconds left on the clock. How do you blow games like this 2 games in a row? This is a coaching issue. This is a player issue. This is a defensive issue. The Hawks defense is horrendous. Don't step down and play defense, okay? Because you are garbage at it. I get it. We're a rebuilding team. We're going to be sucking for probably years because they don't know how to play defense. Kevin Likkinen let in leaky goals. There were a couple of them that he should have made a save on that he let in. Tonight, the Hawks offense showed up, and again, the defense falls apart and lets a lesser opponent come in it and beat us. Last game, I can understand. We were playing against Vegas, who are in a brink of a playoff berth. This game, you're playing the Buffalo Sabres, and you blow it again. How? The Hawks lose it 6-5 to the Buffalo Sabres because just flat out embarrassing hockey in the second period of play. That's it. They were embarrassed. They were terrible, and they get embarrassed in the United Center because they blow it again. How do you do this 2 games in a row now? So, let's look at the total shots on net. 8-8 in favor in the first period, 15-5 in favor for the Sabres in the second period, 14-8 in favor for the Sabres in the third period. Total shots on net, 37-21 in favor for the Buffalo Sabres. You freaking suck at defense, Hawks. This is ridiculous. 2 games in a row, you blow multiple goal lead with the same netminder in, and you do it again with a lesser opponent this time. I don't understand how bad you have to be. I get it, we're a rebuilder, but holy crap, I can't understand. How do you blow a 4-0 lead over the Buffalo Sabres and lose it in regulation with 10 seconds remaining on the clock? That's an issue from the team. That's an issue from Derek King. That's an issue from the coaching staff. That's an issue with the defense. Now we go to freaking Florida and have to play the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Thank you, Hawks. Now you're going to go in to Florida knowing that you just blew a lead the way you did 2 games in a row, and you have to play against Stanley Cup favorites. Nice job. Oh. So, face-off percentage. It was pretty much even. 51% to 49% in favor for the Hawks. Power play. Hawks went for 2 for 2, and the Sabres went 2 for 3. But this second power play goal they had was what won them the game, because the refs called a terrible penalty with a minute remaining in regulation time. There's an issue also by the refs. They cost us part of the game also. This game was just an embarrassment and flat out terrible hockey. I don't know how you do this 2 games in a row. So let's get to the goals of the game, shall we? Because there was a total of 11 goals today, and the Hawks were the ones that got the scoring off first. What happens with that? They're going to blow it. Because in the first period, it was pretty much a heavy attack by the Hawks. They had control. They were moving the puck well, getting opportunities on. And well, they take advantage because at 7:53 in the first period, scored by number 44 Calvin DeHaan, his second of the season, assisted by number 11 Taylor Radish and number 8 Dominic Kubalik. This goal was a good passing play from Radish over to DeHaan, where DeHaan buries it past the Buffalo's goalie. That's his second of the season, ends a streak of 1 goal per season for the last 6 years. So it's 1-0 Hawks. And then the goals come again. About 7 minutes later, at 13:44 in the first period, scored by number 24, Sam Lafferty, his 5th of the season, assisted by number 6, Jake McCabe, and number 52, Reese Johnson, to make it a 2-0 goal. This goal, in my opinion, it's all set up by Lafferty himself. He lays a big hit on Will Butcher of the Sabres behind the goal line. He comes up, redirects a shot from McCabe, and it's 2-0 Hawks. And, well, 3 minutes later, the Hawks get a power play. And, well, they capitalize on it, and it's at 16:55 in the first period, scored by number 19, Jonathan Toews, in his 999th game of his career, scoring his 10th of the season, assisted by number 23, Philip Kurashev, and number 8, Dominic Kubalik, to make it 3-0 Chicago Blackhawks. This goal was a highlight reel goal for Taser. And we have a 3-0 lead, and we go into the second period. And in the second period, it was all Sabres, but after this happening, 1 minute and 21 seconds into the second period. And this happened. Number 4, Steph Jones, from number 12, Alex DeBrincat, and number 17, Dylan Strome, to make it 4-0 Blackhawks over Sabres. This goal was a great passing play. Kane gets it to Strome. Strome fakes shots over to DeBrincat. DeBrincat could have shot it. He feeds it to Jones, and Jones snipes it top shelf, and we have a 4-0 lead. Is that a safe lead? No, it's not, because the Hawks love to blow high leads because our defense can't play defense. Because a few minutes later, the Sabres get a power play, and well, at 4:50 in the second period, Victor Olofsson, with his first of the night, 13th of the season, assisted by Dylan Cousins and former Blackhawk Henry Jokiharju, to make it a 4-1 game. Okay? It's 4-1. Can the Hawks hold it? No, they don't, because at 10:24 in the second period, Victor Olofsson again, with his 14th of the season, second of the night, assisted by Jeff Skinner, to make it a 4-2 game now. So the lead's cut in half. And this goal was just a snipe from Olofsson, leading to this game being cut in half. And, well, the Sabres continue their press. And at 14:32 in the second period, Kyle Okposo scores his 17th of the season, assisted by Dylan Cousins and Will Butcher. This was a redirection for Okposo from Cousins, and well, who was on the defense on that time? Erik Gustafsson. What happens? He was also part of the redirection past Lakeinen. Nice job, Gustafsson. You basically allowed the Sabres to get it within 1. Gustafsson, in my opinion, is the worst defenseman on the team, and he should not be playing every night. He's been the last few nights, and he It's again giving up, being terrible in the defensive zone. So this game is within one, and we go to the third period. And in the third period, the Sabres come out pressing hard again. And well, former Blackhawk Vinny Hinostroza ties the game 4-4 at 2:29 in the third period. This is his 11th of the season, assisted by Rasmus Dahlin and Tage Thompson, to make it a 4-4 game in the third period. Hawks legit blew a 4-0 lead, and that second period of play was the main reason. The Hawks were terrible. They suck in the second period of play. They suck playing defense. They don't know how to hold a lead, and well, they allowed the Sabres to come in and beat us, because they're coming more later, because the Sabres continue their press and get chances on Lankinen. Lankinen standing strong enough to keep this game tied, and the Hawks get a power play midway through the first this period, and they capitalize on it. At 10:56 in the third period, scored by number 12, Alex DeBrincat, his 38th of the season, assisted by number 88, Patrick Kane, and number 17, Dylan Strome, to make it a 5-4 Hawks lead. What happened last game? Oh, wait. DeBrincat scored to give the Hawks a 4-3 lead. Hawks then blew it, and they lose in overtime. Well, the Hawks, DeBrincat gave us a 5-4 lead. What happens this time? 7 minutes later, at 17:46, Alex Tuch scores to make it a 5-5 game with his 9th of the season, assisted by Olofsson and Middlestead. This was a backhand top shelf goal by Tuch, beating Lankinen on his belly, and it cost the Hawks the game again. It's tied. It's a 5-5 game. And this game doesn't end in overtime. So what happens? With 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining in regulation time, the refs blew the whistle. They blew the whistle, claiming Dylan Strome for hooking/tripping. That didn't happen. What happened was, Strome gets into the box. The Sabres get a power play with 1 minute remaining in regulation time. So, what are the Hawks going to do? Their best way of blowing a game. They did it again, and this is what happens. At 19:48, in the third period, Tage Thompson shoots the puck, breaking his stick off the backboard, and it goes in off the skate of Kevin Lankinen to make it a 6-5 game for the Buffalo Sabres. This is a way you blow a game, I guess, because you didn't want to lose in overtime, I guess. They did it. They lose in regulation because they blow a 4-0 lead and have a game where it goes to the final horn. How do you blow games like this? This team is a joke. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous. How do you do it 2 games in a row, having a multiple goal lead with them your opposition not scoring until you allowed them to score 1 goal to allow them to get in the game, and then you blow the game? This is on the Hawks. This is on everyone on the Hawks, from the coaching staff to the players to even their full-on training. Because what's going on is an issue. 2 games in a row, you're allowing your opposition to come back in the game, gain full-blown momentum, tie it, Hawks get a lead right back, they tie it again, and you blow it. I want to hear what your thoughts are, because it's getting ridiculous. 2 games in a row, they lose to the Golden Knights the other day, and they lose to the Buffalo Sabres today by blowing a 4-0 lead, losing it in regulation 6-5. So thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I know you did not enjoy the outcome. I sure didn't, because this is 2 games in a row now. And most of all, how do you blow games like this, Hawks?